What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today, this evening, if you can see, I got the chicken coop in the background here. So we're gonna do a quick overview on what it cost me to get that chicken coop together. Some of the items are items that are not required, but that I had decided to add for different reasons, try things out. So again, they're not required, to rebuild a chicken coop, but I'm still going to go over them and share them with you. And I will also have links in the description for the add-on items, anything that I got off of Amazon, for sure. Will be in the description. So real quick, I'm gonna turn you guys around. So let me open this up real quick. And as you can see in here, I have these mats that, and as you can see, the chickens have moved, they kicked shavings into these. I don't think my chickens really prefer these, so I probably wouldn't use these again. I got them because I wanted to try them and see how they worked out. But they are nest box pads, and they fit in these nest boxes pretty well. They're supposed to help with moisture and keep your eggs from getting broken, but again, I personally don't think that I'm going to use them. So next, we have these solar lights right here. Now I have one here, and then as you can see, I have another one over here. I put these on the chicken coop because some of you might remember from previous videos where I had talked about, a fox encounter. So the reason for these two lights is they are motion sensors, and so when something comes around, it'll go off, and the idea is to hopefully scare anything away. So let me put my hand, as you can see, that comes on. And then if you move, that light comes on. And I forget exactly how long that'll stay on, 30 seconds maybe. So I think they work out pretty well. So the next thing we have, there's a solar panel there, and you can't see it through the window, so we're going to take you inside. But anyway, so inside real quick, the light's not on, and I'm hoping that it will come on. But you can see there's a light bulb right here, and actually it did just come on. So let me grab the controller real quick. So this is the remote control. As you guys can see, this has a timer function, and it's auto on, auto off. So I have it set to automatically come on when it gets dark, like it actually just did. And then originally I had it set first to go off in 2 hours. If you saw on that remote, there's only 30 minutes, and then it jumps to 2 hours. I wish it had a 1 hour setting. I feel like that would be more appropriate for my situation. So the idea of that light bulb was because when I started this, when I got the chickens into this chicken coop and had it set up, the first night they didn't want to go in there, and so I had to come out and move them over. And I've read and seen in some instances where having a light in the chicken coop, it helps them to figure out where they got to go. So that's why I had put that in there, and it did help after the you know, first night, because I ordered it pretty quick. So, you know, less daylight, you know, because we're going into fall. And I was thinking, the chickens, they started laying less eggs, which, you know, that's to be expected, but I'm only getting 2 eggs a day, and I was thinking that maybe the light was on too long, and so, you know, I wanted to, I changed it to 30 minutes, and, you know, I don't think they really even need that light anymore. I mean, you know, they are in there now, and it might just be because I'm around, but, you know, it is what it is. So, like I said, I have it set to 30 minutes now, and it's probably not necessary, but it's still, I leave it in there because why not? I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. So next, let's go in here. In fact, see, they're already ready to go to bed. And you can see right here, which I will be doing an install video on this at some point. But this is called Run Chicken Automatic Chicken Door. So that will, it's not solar powered, it does have batteries in there, and it has a light sensor, so when it, you know, gets dark, I have it set for factory, whatever it came from, whatever settings it had from the factory, so it's like 20 minutes, I think, after dark it'll close. And it's got a function where if something's in the way, you know, open back up. So I was just trying to clean. See, they like to kick the shavings right here, so I like to try to keep that clean, just, you know, so that way there's no issues, you know, operating issues with the door. I like it just for the simple fact that if I let them out and say I forget to come out to close them up in the evening, then, you know, at least they're safe, and you don't have to worry about anything getting them. So real quick, let me step out of the run. Now, where that could be bad per se is that closes, but if I have this open and forget to come close this, well then, you know, they'd be out in the run. But I have electric fence all the way around, electric poultry netting all the way around this enclosed run. So that's just so that way if something were to get in the enclosed run in the evening, you know, overnight, it's not going to get into the coop and get the chickens. So some of that stuff with the coop, you know, I did have to buy. Some of it I had, and I repurposed some things. So real quick, let's go over this real quick with you. And I'll give you the cost on, now this is just for the actual chicken coop. The electric fence and the run are not included in any of this, because I did, you know, in my Fort Chicken series, the coop was included in that series, but the coop was much later. So, you know, I'm doing that as a separate thing. So real quick, I picked up that used chicken coop for $300. It's like 45 minutes away. You saw, for any of you that may have watched, you know, previous videos on the chicken coop build, know that the roof had a leak in it, and, you know, I replaced the roof and painted it, and so we'll go over that too. But if you want to see that process, you know, just go back in the Fort Chicken series playlist, and I'll try to link it up top somewhere too if I can, and check that out. So then on the roof, some of the joists or whatever you want to call them, and some of the trim boards were a little rotten, so I had to replace those. And believe it or not, probably the least expensive part of this whole chicken coop build was the lumber. I only spent $16.02 on the lumber. Paint and caulk was $73.39. I used two different paints. The inside paint and trim, the white trim, that was all done with barn and fence paint. It was pretty affordable. And I think it was like 20 bucks for that. So, and then the other stuff was, I believe that was the most, you know, durable exterior paint that you could get from Lowe's. So then, oh, I forgot, some new hardware. Well, actually, previous video, I went over, you know, some of that hardware in some previous videos. So anyways, hardware, $49.10. And then you had the miscellaneous, like paintbrush, roller, the tray, concrete. If you remember, I had to buy a bag of concrete to make some cat blocks that I set the chicken coop on. That was only $17.02. So the other thing besides the actual chicken coop that was the most expensive was the automatic chicken door at $189.99. And again, that's not something that you have to have, so, you know. And same with the solar lights. The solar motion lights were $19.63. The light bulb inside was $29.99. And then the nest box laying mats were $20.99. So with that whole build, and this is including, you know, the extras that I put on my chicken coop, the grand total was $716.13. And again, some of that stuff I repurposed. So if you think about it, you build a brand new coop just like that, and not including the luxury items, I would call them, you're probably gonna be well over $700. So, because originally I was gonna build one from scratch, and I have a good bit of lumber here that I could use, but then, you know, the problem was I had to build it from scratch, and I'm not the best carpenter. I mean, y'all probably saw that in some of the previous video. Yeah, I mean, overall it turned out pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with it. So again, there's another look. Well, also, real quick, I want to thank you all for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button below, drop us a comment, let us know what you think, and if you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll try my best to answer any questions anybody might have. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and we're going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.